Even though Elon Musk has been involved in his fair share of controversy, what exactly is going on with Tesla at the moment is the complete opposite of anything he could have anticipated, from the vandalization of superchargers and protests in showrooms to the collapse of sales and stock and the free fall of prices. Tesla is in the midst of a complete and utter crisis. The once dominant electric vehicle, EV industry, is now struggling to keep up with the demands of its customers. Investors and even former supporters are abandoning the project. Is it possible that this signifies the beginning of Tesla's decline? And is Musk's own behavior to blame for the difficulties that the company is experiencing? Stay tuned to find out more about it. Tesla has a history of being involved in contentious situations. However, the current situation goes far beyond the typical drama that the company experiences in both the United States and Europe. As a result of an intense wave of destruction, vehicles and charging stations have become the target of the attackers. The rate at which superchargers are being vandalized is alarming. Some of them are being completely burned down, while others are being intentionally damaged beyond repair. In the state of Massachusetts, the attacks are becoming more coordinated, aggressive, and serious. It was one of the most shocking events that took place when a Tesla supercharger station that was located at the Point Shopping Center in Littleton caught fire. It was confirmed by the police that the fire was intentionally started, and the surveillance footage showed that multiple charging stations were completely engulfed in thick black smoke. Because of the severity of the attack, the Littleton Electric Light and Water Department was forced to immediately turn off the power to the individuals who were impacted. However, before the authorities could even finish assessing the damage, another fire broke out at a different supercharger location in the vicinity. In the end, 7 charging stations were destroyed, leaving Tesla owners without a choice but to search for alternative charging stations. Moreover, this is not a problem that is confined to the immediate area. In Germany, over 10 Teslas were set on fire in separate incidents, further fueling concerns that these attacks are part of an organized effort to target the company. Similar acts of destruction have been reported in France, where a dozen Tesla vehicles were found completely incinerated in what authorities are calling a coordinated act of arson. In France, similar incidents have been reported. At this time, investigators are still working to determine who is responsible for coordinating these attacks and how they are being carried out. The response that Tesla has provided to the crisis has been prompt, but largely reactive. The company has pledged to replace damaged superchargers within 48 hours, whenever it is possible to do so. However, the sheer magnitude of the attacks has made it difficult to keep up with production. The implementation of security upgrades, which include increased surveillance and additional lighting at charging stations, is currently taking place. Nevertheless, there is no assurance that they will be sufficient to prevent further incidents. Regarding the attacks, Tesla has maintained a relatively low profile, issuing only a brief statement acknowledging the destruction and vowing to repair the damage. However, many owners feel that more needs to be done as the sense of vulnerability grows among Tesla drivers. And if you thought that was the only problem Tesla is facing, think again. An even bigger crisis is brewing in the streets where protesters are taking direct action against the company. A growing number of people are taking to the streets in multiple cities across the United States of America and Canada. The act of storming Tesla showrooms, blocking entrances, and holding up signs with messages such as, "Do not test drive." The meaning of fascism is crystal clear. Tesla is no longer merely an electric car manufacturer, it has become a political battleground. The Tesla takedown movement has gained traction in major cities, with protests erupting in places such as New York, the city of Los Angeles. There have been large crowds of protesters gathered outside of Tesla dealerships in both Toronto and Chicago, shouting in opposition to Elon Musk and the expanding political influence he possesses. There are even those who have gone so far as to stage mock funerals from Tesla. In contrast to more conventional forms of corporate protest, they are a symbol of what they perceive to be the demise of the company's once progressive image. These demonstrations are not going to be about issues pertaining to environmental concerns or unfair labor practices. The protesters are deeply personal, and they believe that Musk has abandoned the ideals that initially made Tesla great. They are determined to make their voices heard, and a significant portion of the anger stems from Musk's political affiliations. His public support for debate-provoking individuals and organizations, former supporters in states such as California, where Tesla was once the undisputed leader, have been driven away by his attacks on government regulators and his frequent use of Twitter, which is now known as X, to stir up political debates. The backlash is especially noticeable in these states. Customers who have been with Musk for a long time and who once regarded him as a visionary now view him as a billionaire who is more concerned with personal power than sustainable. The shift from innovation to action is being directly translated into action, as evidenced by the fact that some former Tesla owners have shown up to protests with signs that read, "Never again." Utilizing hashtags such as Boycott Tesla and Watchers Tesla Boycott on social media has helped to spread the message more effectively. Even among Tesla's employees, Musk is the cause of concern that has been trending for weeks at a time. There are indications of unrest, and some employees have expressed their discomfort with Musk's political stances and the impact they have on the company's brand in an anonymous manner with the intention of remaining anonymous. The current situation is more than just the frustration of the general public. This constitutes a complete and total rejection of Musk's leadership. A loyal fan base was once the source of Tesla's success. However, that loyalty is rapidly dwindling, and Tesla's problems are not limited to the company's operations behind the scenes. The company is experiencing a significant decline in Europe, and its financial situation is continuing to deteriorate. Tesla's dominance in the market for electric vehicles has suffered a severe blow in Europe, which was once considered to be the gold standard for electric vehicles. With sales falling by 45% in the beginning of 2025, the company is currently having a difficult time maintaining its position. The decline is not a slight one at all. This is a massive collapse that indicates a significant shift in consumer sentiment that has been going on for years. While Tesla's sales are tanking, other electric vehicle manufacturers are seeing the exact opposite trend. In January alone, electric vehicle sales in Europe increased by 37% across the industry, but Tesla saw the biggest decline of any major brand. Tesla was untouchable in the European market, but now customers are turning away, and the competition is more than happy to take over. The numbers speak for themselves. Not only are there problems with the supply chain, but there are also temporary slowdowns in the economy. In the eyes of European consumers, the value of the Tesla brand is decreasing, and a significant portion of this decline can be attributed to Elon Musk himself. Musk's public persona, which was once a significant factor in Tesla's success, is now proving to be a significant liability for the company. Through the outspoken political views that he has expressed over the course of the past few years, he has alienated significant portions of the European market. Behavior that is erratic on social media platforms and business decisions that are controversial in countries such as Germany, Britain, and France both. There has been a precipitous decline in public opinion of Musk, with unfavorable ratings reaching close to 70 to 80%. Many Tesla owners, who once admired him for his innovative ideas, now view him as a divisive figure whose politics and actions do not align with their values. This shift in perception is devastating for a company that built its reputation on being progressive and forward-thinking. People who once considered Tesla to be their go-to electric vehicle brand are now actively looking elsewhere. Volkswagen, VW. While Tesla has been struggling, BMW and BYD have been among the most successful companies, all of which have posted strong growth. Within the European market, the Chinese automobile manufacturer BYD has been particularly aggressive in its expansion efforts. When compared to Tesla, offering high-tech electric vehicles at competitive prices, these businesses are not dealing with a chief executive officer who is frequently in the news for the wrong reasons, which is providing them with a significant competitive advantage. The events that are taking place in Europe ought to serve as a wake-up call for Tesla. Although the company has built its empire on innovation, it cannot continue to exist solely on the basis of technology. There is equal importance placed on branding, consumer trust, and public image, and all three are currently in a state of disarray if Tesla is unable to reverse this trend in near future. The company runs the risk of permanently losing one of its most valuable markets. Tesla's stock has also taken a significant hit as a result of the decline in sales. the stock of Tesla is falling at an alarming rate, and investors are becoming increasingly anxious over the past 3 months. Over 40% of Tesla's share price has been lost, resulting in a loss of market value of more than $500 billion. The company, which was once a favorite on Wall Street, is currently having a difficult time maintaining the confidence of investors. It is not merely a typical market correction that has caused the sharp decline. It is a direct response to some growing concerns about the future of Tesla, which have been fueled by a combination of poor sales, outrage from the general public, and the unpredictability of Elon Musk, the company's CEO, for a number of years. Because of Musk's larger-than-life presence and the unrelenting hype surrounding the company, the stock price of Tesla appeared to be unaffected. However, as Musk's political affiliations became more prominent as the head of Doge, the company began to show signs of weakness. Investors who once regarded Musk as an eccentric genius now view him as a liability with adverse consequences. A great number of people have begun to withdraw their support out of concern that Tesla's brand, which was once founded on innovation and optimism, has been irreparably damaged. Profit margins are decreasing, and Tesla's financials appear to be in a worse state than they have ever been. As production costs continue to rise and global competition continues to intensify, Tesla is feeling the pressure to withdraw from key markets. The company could rely on Musk's bold promises and the constant hype that he generates in order to keep investors interested. Nevertheless, even that tactic is beginning to show its age. The assertions that Musk has made repeatedly regarding automated tax preparation. Despite the fact that humanoid robots and fully autonomous vehicles have not yet materialized in any significant way, investors are still hopeful. Is it possible for Tesla to turn things around, or is this the beginning of the end for Elon Musk's electric vehicle empire? Tesla's long-term vision has been met with skepticism among investors. Tesla used to be the crown jewel of the electric vehicle revolution. However, the cracks in its foundation are now impossible to ignore due to the company's falling sales, mass protests, vandalism, and a stock price that is in free fall. Investors are pulling back, loyal customers are leaving, and the once unshakable confidence in Tesla's future is eroding at a rapid pace. The company is currently at one of the most critical points in its history. It is no longer a question of whether or not Tesla is having difficulties. That is, whether it is able to endure. Tesla is currently facing intense competition on a scale that has never been seen before. When the company first began operations, it had the market for electric vehicles almost entirely to itself. However, legacy automakers such as Volkswagen and Ford are taking on Tesla. In the meantime, new players such as BYD are rapidly taking over global market share for years, while GM and BMW are producing electric vehicles that are more affordable and reliable. However, those days are over if Tesla is unable to innovate beyond Musk's promises of robo-taxis and humanoid robots. If the company is unable to innovate, it runs the risk of becoming irrelevant. Tesla survived on hype and a devoted fan base. What happens next, and is it possible for Tesla to make a comeback? It's not as easy as people think. Tesla is still ahead of the competition in terms of battery technology and charging infrastructure, but the most significant challenge it faces is not technology. It is a well-known fact that Musk has become a controversial figure, and the reputation of Tesla is currently being negatively impacted by his personal brand. If he does not take a step back or alter his course of action, the company may experience an even more precipitous decline. Already there are investors who are demanding new leadership, arguing that Musk's distractions, which include Twitter, are causing the company to fail. Tesla's performance is suffering as a result of controversies and political rants, and the next 12 to 18 months will be crucial for the company to recover lost sales, boost the quality of the production, and win back the confidence of the customers. In the event that it does not survive, this could symbolize the beginning of the end for Musk's electric vehicle empire. In that case, what are your thoughts on the future of Tesla? Are we now witnessing the collapse of Elon Musk's empire, or is this just a rough patch that we are experiencing? Please share your thoughts with us in the comments section below, and if you discovered this video to be entertaining, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for additional updates on the most recent business and technological news. Continue to be inquisitive and knowledgeable until we meet again.